Come back after a disappointing finish to last week?
I don't know. I guess we'll see where we end up. Yeah, it was a decent lap, and not quite exactly what I was looking for, but obviously be a good starting spot. So that's important here.
Have you gone back and watched the last restart from last week's race? And if so, has your opinion changed, or is it the same?
About what?
About the restart and whether Denny jumped it.
My opinion's the same.
So what do you do? Do you feel like you know what the rule is, or
No.
do you know?
I don't think anyone knows at this point.
So
we
how,
did.
So how do you approach it going forward?
I guess if you try to jump, don't be surprised if they penalize you. I don't know. I don't really understand. It's a black and white rule. You go you get to the box and you go. I don't really understand what all the questions are about. You go before it, you should get penalized.
So,
mad at Denny, or you just
sometimes in other sports referees, let's say, swallow the whistle and allow the athletes to determine it themselves. Should there, and there are rules written, but this is what, and sometimes that's let go. Is there ever a time where it's okay to swallow the whistle in this sport to let the athletes, let you guys decide it, or is that too egregious?
I don't really think it's a good comparison. I mean,
Okay.
I think it's clear as day. It's not a question. You go before the line, it's a penalty. There's ways you can't. There's no data in a football player to know. Some things are questionable. There's ball and strike calls. That case is not. It's a black and white. It's a you can or you can't call. So I don't really understand what the debate is all about.
so you bitter still over last week, or are you over it?
No, it's water under the bridge. I mean, it's a race. It's over. I was frustrated. It's aggravating to, lead an entire race, dominate a race, and then have it, go away that way because, I think that's like the fifth or sixth time it's happened at Richmond. So, you just get aggravated, and it all piles on in a short amount of time, in just 10 or 15 minutes. And, I clearly lost my cool and did some things I'm probably not proud of. But, you move on, you go to next week, and you hope you can, come out on top and do a better job.
Any conversations with NASCAR about how they reached their just a non-decision, if you will?
No, I mean, I don't really. I've seen what was said. I read what they said, and I heard what Elton Sawyer said. That if it happened with 50 to go, or 100 to go, or 300 to go, they may have called it. So it's clear as mud.
So does there need to be, like, some people say, put timing lines there so you know where somebody?
Timing lines?
Yeah, put a timing
There
line
is
there.
lines. There's lines. The restart box has a line in the front.
No, but like a timing line that gives them like immediate, like, okay, we know this guy went 5 miles per hour faster than the pace car speed
Yeah,
at
I
the
don't
start
know.
of the
I don't
zone.
know what the answer is. I mean, is it so? Are we going to? If it's going to be that way, just say green, white, check. You can go whenever you want, and then we'll do what we want to do, and then obviously the leader's going to go wherever he wants. So, yeah, it's hard to follow the rules, and then somebody breaks the rule and doesn't get in trouble for it. It's ridiculous.
can you explain the Larson aspect to that last lap? I mean,
He was in the wrong place at the wrong time. I mean, he slid up into me, and I mean, barely got me in the side in 1 and 2, and I just the lid popped off.
Denny said that you two talked. What was said?
Yeah, it's fine. He didn't do anything wrong. Like I said, it all just piled on really quickly, and I lost my cool. It happens.
Is it aggravating the pit crew situation? Those guys used to work with you, and now you have a new group, and just kind of on the money stop, you get beat.
Yeah, I mean, it hurts. It's frustrating. They're working their guts out, trying to fix it, trying to get better. It's not an overnight process, so unfortunately, it cost us a race last weekend, and hopefully, fingers crossed going forward, we can get past that and do what we need to do. We're going to be in position to win a lot more races, but that's tough when you give them away. They never come back. You never get them back, so it's always frustrating.